And so on to the third heat. The medal heat, if you will. The boys' 500-yard freestyle, and the young men will come out from the right-hand portion of your screen for this third heat.
And again, we talk about the preliminaries. You're right. We're about to see something that we didn't really expect to see if you just look at the heat sheet.
Pretty special. A lot of people with high hopes for McGahee moving forward in his career, and of course Dubois may be the favorite in the race. So let's break it down lane by lane. Luke Teverino, the senior in Lake 1. Dylan Scott is a junior from Brookwood, and he's in lane 2. Nolan Dees, the man to his left, the senior from Centennial. Don't sleep on Dees. The junior from Peachtree Ridge is Sean On in lane 4. Jack Dubois is in lane 5. He's the senior from Milton. Jake McGahee, lane 6, sophomore Mill Creek. In lane 7, the sophomore from Dalton is Ross Valdez. And in lane 8, yet another sophomore, Matthew Gaines. I got out in front of our cameraman a little bit there, didn't I?
Happens to the best of us.
They're following the announcer here on site. You were on PA yesterday, I heard.
I was.
You like doing PA?
It's
different, right?
I love being involved in the sport of swimming.
Yeah.
I've done this since I was 8 years old, and the voice of the event goes a long way to creating that level of excitement that you need for the meet. And anytime someone can bring that, I'd love to bring that when I can.
Lane 9 was Christopher Castellado, junior. And then lane 10, Jake Talby, sophomore from South Forsyth.
Got to give a shout out to, I believe he's just now employed with you guys. NFHS new member Kevin Cargill taking care of it downstairs on the PA for this session, doing a wonderful job. I wonder if he and I are going to have to start trading jobs here and there. Opening 50, Jake McGahee is trying to make a statement. 24:02.
Again, this reminder, we talked about it a few moments ago. The sophomore Jake McGahee, the Mill Creek man, went for 4:18.13 in the 500 of the Gwinnett County Championships. If he matches that here, that would break the state record set back in February of 2012, Matthias Koski.
Wow. Looking at the splits, because now I'm really invested in the swim, because I want to see this record go down. I'm always excited.
It's been standing for a little while. 6 years?
24:0 into 25:8.
Is he on pace?
He's on pace. As long as he can't really get much above, I would say, 26:2. If we see any, I think
he goes 25:88 right there.
So again, he's got. I think we're going to see him settle into these 25:88s here. I'm curious to see how long he can hold this. It's being flanked on both sides. Sean on.
He gained some ground right there, my friend. I'm sorry, did not mean to step on you, but he certainly gained some ground right there. Forget about the record for a moment, just in an effort to win this race. There you see the splits on the screen.
25:9, still in control. I got to give a shout out to the son of one of my old teammates down in the bottom there, Jake Talby. His mother, Tiffany Jones, a Parkview product swimmer, Swim Atlanta and Clemson University, and I want to say a former Georgia high school state champion. 26:0.
My goodness, now look at the spacing. He's threatening to run away with it.
So we're into the second half of the swim here. He is on pace, 9 lengths to go, staying nice and long. I would like to see him build in his legs a little more over this back 250 as he starts to do it. I'd like to see him carry it a little more out of the wall. He's doing a great job of carrying his leg speed off of the wall, out of the turn. But I think that he could drive those legs a little more coming down the mid, I would say, 15 of the pool.
Dubois and Valdez battling for second place, by the way. Jack putting up a pretty good time. Just
26-0.
McGahee's just pulling away from him. You may have heard the announcement over the loudspeaker, letting the crowd know now, making them aware that a state record is in danger.
If he is on state record pace the last 50, this place is going to go absolutely ape. All right, 25.94. Wow, that's gutsy. I think he might have moved a little early, Kurt.
He's on pace for 416 plus. That's what we just heard. .416.39 is the national record, by the way.
I venture to say we might see it.
My goodness, this could be an all-time moment. Listen to this place now, everyone pulling for him. Even those pulling for their own school man. The other swimmers standing over on the deck with hands on hips and heads.
Wow, look at that wall.
Halfway there.
He just found another gear that I did not think he had. Look, he's holding his breath. He's holding his breath. He's holding his breath. He gets it. 416.88
for Jake McGahee, the sophomore from Mill Creek. And that 416.88 is a state record.
And he just misses the national public record. Wow, what an amazing swim. Found a gear I didn't even know he had coming down that back stretch. Did you notice he did not even take a breath the last 15 of a 500? Ladies and gentlemen, that is next level stuff right there. That's impressive.
That was goosebumps-inducing type of drama. Oh my, what an energy too. If you ever...
I think Jake's a little shocked at it right now.
I got to tell you, folks, if you ever have the opportunity to come down here and take in one of these championships, this is one of those sports where I tell people all the time, even if you're not a huge fan of the sport, if you get down here and you take it in, it's like hockey, it's like NASCAR, it's like lacrosse, it's like so many sports that you may not be the biggest fan of, but the energy level in this building a few moments ago was absolutely top shelf incredible, and if you ever have the chance to take it in, it's one of those moments you want to be a part of.
And if you ever do, you'll be amazed at how the fans will pull you along. It's kind of like me in soccer. I was never a soccer fan. I moved next door to a bunch of soccer fans.
Sure.
Knew nothing about it, but they kind of brought me along and taught me about it. Swimming fans are no different. We want the outside. We want the public to embrace our sport. Take some time to meet one of us. We will do our best to explain, as confusing as a sport this is. At the end of the day, it's just about getting your hand on the wall first. It's not about being pretty. It's not about being a big name. It's about getting your hand on the wall first.
I would take my friends to hockey matches, to hockey games. Surprise them with a ticket. Hey, you and me, today, we're going to a hockey game. We're going to see the Thrashers here in town. I'm good. No, trust me. You want to come with me and see that. It's one of those type deals when you bring people down here, when you come down here and you see it for the first time, you're surprised that when you leave, you say, wow, that was impressive. That was something that I would definitely want to do again, especially when you see a kid break a state record and nearly a national record. That was some kind of performance. Jake McGahee, the sophomore from Mill Creek, now the state record holder in the boys' 500-yard freestyle.
Let's just point out that operative word there, sophomore.
You know, I did think about it.
Just
we've been knocking that young guy drum. I wanted to.
I'll continue to beat it if they're going to perform like that.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
The future, we're sitting here talking about, I uttered the phrase earlier. I said, do you know what things are going to be like here in 2 years when all these guys are juniors and seniors, and gals, juniors and seniors. In fact, the ladies, you could argue, are stronger on the youth side of things. I said, you know what it's going to be like in this aquatic center in 2 years? But you know what? The youth is serving now.
Yeah. I mean, here's my question, though. Should we be disappointed that we saw a sophomore just miss the national record, or should we be excited that we just saw a sophomore just miss the national record? Crazy.
And so heat number 1 on the ladies' side, as I mentioned, they take their turn at the 500-yard freestyle. Fans, hope you're enjoying today's broadcast of the GHSA Swimming and Diving State Championships here on the